everyone. It's another beautiful day on our cul-de-sac, and it is actually lunchtime, but the kids and I are going to go swimming this afternoon. We're on summer break, and somebody has to be at band practice at 6 p.m., so I'm going to make a quick dinner, pop it in the fridge so that we can eat it when we get back from swimming. So come on in, everyone. Let's make dinner.
Yay, dinner!
Okay, here we are back in the kitchen. We're going to make just a quick pasta salad that we will serve cold. Remember pasta salad? We used to eat it all the time in like the 80s and the 90s. And I know a lot of people probably still eat it. But it's something I think a lot of us have forgotten about. And I like to find a brand that sells 1 full pound. A lot of the brands now are going down to 12 ounces a box, but I like my 16 ounces. And I chose the shape fusilli, which rotini is or spiral. I think that's nice for a pasta salad because it holds the flavors and in the shape of that pasta. And I always use 100% whole wheat. There's other types of pastas out there. There's brown rice. There's even kamut, which is a whole grain. And at this point, there's really no reason to eat white pasta. The whole wheat and the other varieties of pasta out there are absolutely delicious, and they're simply more nutritious. They have the fiber and the nutrients that has been removed from the white pastas. So I always use a whole wheat, or again like a brown rice, or another variety of a whole grain. They're more hearty, they keep you full, and they are delicious. The big thing is you want to cook it right. Cook it al dente, which means to the bite or to the teeth, so it's not soft and mushy. My salted water is boiling with a little olive oil in it for flavor. And I'm just going to pour in my spirals and give it a stir. All right, just follow the directions on your bag for cooking, but I just recommend checking it a few minutes before they say it's done. Certain grains do cook up pretty quickly. Now, whole wheat does take a little bit longer than the traditional white pasta, so I'm not too worried about going over here. Just give it a stir. I mean, I know it takes at least 10 minutes. Now, while that's cooking, I'll just tell you this really quick. Yesterday, I was chopping vegetables for various things, so while I was at it, I chopped up some for our pasta salad today, and I have organic red pepper, carrot, red onion, and celery that we'll use. And just to make it a little more appealing to the kids, I have a Virginia uncured organic sandwich ham. So while the pasta's cooking, I'm just going to cut this up into, I'm going to say, just maybe kind of a ribbon effect, strips, maybe about 1 inch long, a little bit longer than maybe a cube. And we'll sprinkle that into the pasta salad when it's done, okay? And we'll just let that sit here until the pasta is done cooking, okay? All right, the pasta's almost done. We have about 1 minute to go. And I will drain it. And, oh, look who just popped in.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Daddy's home just for a few minutes. He works about 1 minute away, so that's very convenient. And now I'm going to drain the pasta into a nice big pot, and I run cold water down the sink while I'm doing that. And I think I'm okay without gloves here. And I have a nice big cooking pot here. And what I'm going to do is I'm draining it, and I am going to run a little bit of cold water back into my pot that I cooked. I just put the pasta back into the pot, and I'm running some cold water into it to cool it off. And then I'll put it back in the the strainer in order to get that water out, because we don't want to mix it up. We don't want to put the raw, fresh vegetables in there piping hot. Alrighty, so here we go. Just cooling that pasta, getting that temperature down. Now I'll just strain it again. Okay, shake it out in my nice fake colander here. And I'm going to make sure my pot is cold, because guess what? I am going to mix it up in the same pot that I cooked it in for convenience. Okay, here we go. All right, this is a nice big shallow Dutch oven style pot that I use for a lot of things. Okay, now we're going to put our vegetables in. All right, and our chopped up ham. I'll make sure it's separated, not clumping there. You know, another nice thing about pasta salad, if you have to pack lunches for schools, it's an alternative to sandwiches. You get kind of tired of making sandwiches every day, and I'm sure you get tired of eating sandwiches every day. But if you just make up a big pasta salad, it's good for any time. Lunch, dinner, easily transported. Okay, now I like in pasta salad, my favorite dressing, and I think for the kids too, is Italian. I just bought a good bottle of an organic Italian dressing from our grocery store. Our grocery store has a pretty good aisle with some. I'm going to put about half the bottle in. You do not want it swimming in the pasta, okay? Now the only other thing I think I'll add for flavor, I also got this in my healthier aisle. It is a shakeable Parmesan cheese. And I often do get the block of the Parmigiano Reggiano and grate it up myself, but I saw this in the grocery store the other day and I thought, well, maybe I will keep a bottle of that in the fridge. Okay, so I'm just going to shake a little bit of that in there for flavor. It's a little clumpy. Sometimes you get that with organic stuff because it doesn't have all the extra additives that keep it from clumping. But that's okay, I don't mind mashing it myself a little bit. And then I have this spoonula that I love. It's kind of a combination between a spatula and a spoon. And it's nice for mixing up things like pasta salads because it's soft and it doesn't break up your food. All right? So that's really it. I think I have enough of everything in there so that when we get home from swimming, we can just have a quick, easy, cold pasta salad for dinner. I have the kids all set up at the table, at the counter, and we'll just eat when we get back from swimming, and I'm sure we'll have leftovers for tomorrow. Okay? So we will see you next time in the cul-de-sac.